Oh yeah, the European Super League. What did you guys?
They bottled it.
Died a quick death.
They bottled it.
Listen. Legit, what do you guys think about it?
They bottled it. Let me tell you right now, like, by the way, let me just start by saying this, my disclaimer. I am in no way in agreement with the Super League. It's stupid, selfish, greedy.
What did you
I'm agree. Me? I'm a Fulham supporter, true and true. Yeah,
okay.
Really?
No, let's not stop. That Super League thing, like, it was shit. I looked at them, I was like, oh, these guys are selfish. They're dickheads. I was swearing at them in my room. Then I now stopped and thought, I was like, but I envy you right now. Because if all of you stick together, fam, you've won.
Bro, that's my whole thing.
You've won. It's the game theory, isn't it? It's the game theory.
I'm gonna say this now, same disclaimer. I'm not in agreement with it, yeah. But I'm not gonna come with this emotional reaction and say, oh, these guys are killing the game.
Stealing football.
Because football has been bled dry for the last decade, bro. From when we let City come with all their millions and buy up Aguero and figure, and basically win the league, like, the last decade of football.
You think Haaland is bought with sentiment? You can't buy
Haaland
with sentiment.
220 mil for Neymar.
My point is, we've seen the transfer fees have gone crazy.
Yeah.
Basically everything's gone crazy. People have lost their mind in it, and these guys were just. This was just the It was just the inevitable.
It's a logical conclusion.
Because the thing is, what they're planning to do to the Champions League is shit anyway. Do you get?
And 36 teams or something.
And then to come and say that this Super League is crazy because there's no competition, there's no relegation, bro. When are City, United, Arsenal, Liverpool, Spurs, I don't know, Chelsea? When are they going to get relegated?
Boy, I don't know Arsenal in it.
Yeah.
My point is.
Let's not jinx that one.
Bro, it's so disingenuous to pretend that these men are actually at threat of relegation, and these men are at threat of, like, you can have off seasons where like a Leicester might win the league, but bro, Leicester won it with 81 points. That was just a freak season where everyone was shit. Because 81 points will barely get you third now.
But even then, like as you said, they talked about risk of relegation. That's the most important thing to me. I'm like, what is, as you said, oh yeah, when are they actually going to get relegated, fam? Like,
the last time one of them got relegated was City in like the 1980s. And they were shit back then.
No, but you know what it is, yeah? This is the thing. I also am against it from the perspective I think it will make the sport like less entertaining to watch. But if we speak about from a purely business perspective,
it's a commercial mastermind.
That was the only decision to make.
The thing is, I'm not even fully convinced that it will make it less entertaining to watch.
NBA is pretty interesting.
Firstly,
it's the same model.
NBA's interesting. Secondly, I'm not entertained by it right now. I haven't been entertained. And this is not just, okay, I'm a United fan, so obviously we haven't had the best of the last decade, innit? So since 2013, it's been downhill, yeah. So I've been less and less engaged with football. I'm going to put that out there. But I don't think you can argue that from what we've seen in the last, 5-6 years of football measures up to the Premier League we had when we had United against Arsenal, United against Chelsea.
But that might be nostalgia though, because the league is pretty enjoyable right now. It's just City and Liverpool.
Liverpool or 9?
Not Liverpool.
Okay, not this year, but you know what I'm saying in the last 3-4 years. But what I'm saying,
it's enjoyable because of the quality of football on show. It's not enjoyable because you don't know who's going to win. Because now you basically, other than that, what was it, 2 seasons ago when City and Liverpool.
Yeah.
Other than that,
it's
going to be City every time.
It's been close.
And then the season when it was Liverpool, they walked it.
No, but the season before that, Liverpool and City was close.
Again.
There's been 2 seasons where it was close, and 2 seasons or 1 season. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that like the thing that makes me laugh is Premier League and Champions League and all them man getting so uptight because you lot brought this situation on yourself.
Listen.
And the thing is like, if you're gonna come as the governing body, and you're gonna have these owners or whatever, and you're gonna dictate where the TV rights go.
Yeah,
and these man are the reason people.
That's what I'm saying.
No, bro, it's this simple concept.
Why am I gonna stay in your league, bro?
No, listen, it's simple, right? How can you have like 3 or 2 teams bringing in 90% of the revenue, and you only give them 10% of it,
and you expect them not to leave, and you tell them like,
am I a fool? Did they burn me yesterday? Oh, for my dead body all over my jet. Are you joking? I said I'm bringing 90% of your revenue, and you're telling me you only give me 10% of it. Fam,
it's crazy.
What I will say, this sounds like a big defense of Perez and them, man. So what I will say is that
No, I'm defending Perez. I'm defending. You know I'm defending
I'm not defending Perez.
I'm
They're
defending
really the sport. They're really the sport.
No, but
let's be clear.
Perez is
Listen,
Perez, he looks like he's going
Let me say why I'm defending him, because
Okay.
I don't understand how in his position you make a different decision.
Yeah.
You've poured so much money into the club, and now you're saying, okay, cool. Firstly, we're not gonna give you more, despite the fact that you're bringing the majority of fans to the league.
Get them man are in as well.
And
Barca
and yeah, bro.
Real.
And we're saying, okay, if you guys if you perform badly a season, this is your downside. Like, you're gonna lose out this much after investing that much because of one bad season. Of course, I'm saying, bro, I don't want this risk.
Yeah.
Can't we start a new league, bro? Let me call up.
And the thing is,
Let me call up the sheikhs.
I feel like it could have worked, yeah, because they weren't even trying to do it to replace Premier League. They were trying to do it in conjunction. They said they wanted it to work as soon as practicable.
Yeah.
So it was probably going to replace the Champions
No, I
League.
disagree. Their main focus would have been the ESL. I
No,
think,
it's true. That would have been their main focus, but that doesn't mean they're not going to be in the Premier League.
Yeah, but like as I said, it will.
It might even make the Premier League more.
The Premier League will become dead, fam. Premier League
It
will
might be
become
more
dead.
competitive because
Yeah,
there's more teams that might win it now.
Fulham and West Ham battling
on a
out for the
serious
title.
note, like, let's really be honest. There is tradition that comes with football.
Yeah.
And that's the most important thing. Like, it's part of football. However, yeah, everybody was making that much of a fuss about it, especially Sky Sports and so on, because it's their pockets. It's their pockets.
Yeah, it's the money. It's the money.
Gary
It's their
Neville,
pockets.
Gary.
But he might have been coming from a serious place.
No,
I don't
no,
think he was
no,
about the
no,
money.
no,
I don't think he was
Their
like.
passion isn't coming from a negative place or anything or a disingenuous place here,
But Sky rolling them out, fam.
Sky.
Hourly report
Sky
with
tried
Neville and
£15
Carragher.
to watch Aston Villa West Ham, fam.
No,
On paper.
Sky did about this.
Sky the
did
worst.
about this.
You
Sky
know that
enjoyed the
meme
most.
where the guy's like, I know that ain't who I think it is. Fam, that's what I'm thinking of. Like, bro, these
Sky.
guys need to just be quiet,
FIFA,
bro.
bro. Most corrupt organisation.
Bro, should the fucking World Cup even be happening?
Oh
There are
my
a number
gosh.
of people that have died in building the stadiums and shit.
Yeah.
They moved it to winter.
And this man really went, oh my god, they want to break away and start a league. This is the worst thing to ever happen.
You know what I'm saying?
And then they were saying when they said they won't be allowed to play in the World Cup, and then
Perez said, we'll start our own.
I was like, that was when I was like, bro, I think he's losing.
No. Honestly, like,
Because
they
it's-
bottled it. If those teams really, basically, if they wanted to happen, if you're going to do something as daring as that, my opinion is
The
like,
rollout was terrible.
Yeah,
I don't know how they botched it. They botched it
Bro, why did they
completely.
tweet at like 11 p.m. like just saying, okay, we've all decided to join?
And did they not expect the backlash? Like, did they not have a plan?
This is what
a
I was
rollout plan
discussing
in
this with
place?
my dad, because I was like, bro, I don't think they care about. This is why I didn't think it was gonna be scrapped, because I was like, they must have anticipated this.
yeah,
before.
exactly.
And they must have said, we don't care, which means this thing is happening regardless.
That's what I thought. That,
We don't care.
That's what I was thinking too. And I was like, if this team's 12, and I'll stop and take a step back. If this team stood together and moved, yeah, and they actually followed through with it, the other 3 or 4 who were like, oh, we rejected it, gonna come to.
The thing is, the owners are all Americans, so they might not actually know, because to an American owner who owns the Ram,
They're not all American. They're not all American.
Okay, no, but the
majority.
founding, founding ones, because they were like 4 that started with United, Arsenal, the 2 Spanish teams, and because they're in debt. United, Arsenal, Liverpool, because they're the ones with
It was the
owners.
English American owners of the English. Like,
so those guys might not know that people.
they knew, bruv.
But I don't think
They
so.
knew.
bro.
Well, they had someone that would tell them.
Yeah, bro. Like
You analyze these decisions.
everyone says that, but like, bro, when I used to work in
Because
Sorting,
it's just crazy it's just crazy the
but when
amount of money,
when I
and
used to,
then you'll just no, we're not doing it anymore.
no, but when I worked in Sorting, like a lot of these big companies, they don't know.
Yeah, but I'm
But
saying
like,
because
but like people say they have someone to tell them. I'm like, all right, who?
no, but I worked in consulting as well. Usually, you do some risk analysis.
No,
like,
but
these are the
that's
things.
because they have employed you to work with them. But it's not like everybody's employed a consultant every second of the way. You know what I mean?
Because I was like, what's the downside for them of leaving? What's the downside?
The fans. You lose the
But
fans.
clearly they don't care about that, because
No, they do. That's why it fell through, because the
I
fans.
don't think it fell through because of that. I think it fell through. John Barnes had a big interview or whatever, but he can sometimes go on one. But he was saying that he thinks it's because, like, behind the scenes, UEFA and FIFA and whatever struck some sort of deal with them so that they don't.
I don't think so.
Because I don't.
No,
bro,
I
don't
think-
I think it's the
I
fans
don't
and the
think-
players.
I
I think
don't
it's the
think
fans and the
I
players.
disagree. I disagree. I think it was
That
the
was what-
players. I think it was the government. I think once the government
Boris
is a big.
That's true.
No, once the government gets involved and
Boris is a
says,
big capital.
I'm not
He
giving your
doesn't do shit,
players.
bro.
I'm not giving your players work permit.
Boris wasn't going to do
No,
shit.
I think they honestly, once they say that we're not giving players work permit, we're gonna
But
issue all
they don't
sort
play.
of.
They're not playing in the Premier League anymore.
No,
The Premier League said they were
that's
gonna
what I'm
ban
saying.
them.
The ESL is still going to be played in. Let's say it's played in England, right? One match is played in England, right? The players, foreign players, they work permits to play in England, right? So if they say they're going to issue work permits for this sport, they're not going to do. They're going to issue all sorts of fines because the government are in favor of keeping the tradition of the country, which is what their job is to do. You can't do anything. You're fucked. You're done. You're fucked.
I think Boris is capping.
Even if it doesn't matter if he's capping or not.
Boris was seeing that. All right, Brits love football. I need people to think I'm sick in it, so I'm just gonna say this.
Yeah, no, but I
don't
think
trust
they have some stake in like the Premier League remaining competitive as a league. They have some stake because it's a big tourist attraction. But I do think that if the ESL could be profitable for the British government, they would have gone for it. So I don't know if the government would have come out straight away and said we're not going.
I disagree with you.
The only thing that could have stopped it had they not bowed down to fan pressure, if that's what we're saying, is if players said that we're not going to play.
I think it was the players as well.
You guys are always
saying
forgetting
crazy,
the influence from the government. I disagree with you about the government and saying money. The government don't care about money. I'll tell you why.
Government cares about money.
You're thinking they do, but like, why don't the NHS or any of these other like civil servants, why are they more optimized industries when they should be, right? Because they can't. They're the biggest hirer of people. They can't just convert things for profit. They've never been like that. And if they can instill keep the tradition alive of
They've
football.
been trying to privatize it for the last 10 years. What are you talking about? They've been trying to privatize it for the.
Yeah, but
they know if they just like.
It's a decision that the government has to think about. You're right. It's a decision
probably
employment versus
exactly. But
profit,
that is a decision that they have been making. And even if it's 10 years, that's 10 years of them not making that decision for billions. Because
they know if they
that's
made
billions.
No, but what I'm saying,
if they made the decision, they'll get voted out.
But what I'm saying is that you don't know that the ESL couldn't have helped in other ways than profit. It could have helped employment. I'm just saying they would have waited to be made an offer.
I'm sure it would have, right? But as soon as they start threatening you as a club, like you can't do if it's UEFA and FIFA, they don't care about UEFA and FIFA. UEFA and FIFA are just bodies.
I'm not convinced it was the fans because I don't think 100 fans outside Stamford Bridge is.
I think that's the ticket revenue. Who's gonna come watch the games?
They haven't been getting the ticket revenue for the last 2 years. That's the reason they're trying to make the ESL because they're like, if we can make these big Galactico matches like when United went and played Real in America a couple years back in the preseason tour, like 150,000 people.
It's the TV revenue as well, though.
Yeah, but that's my point. Is like if they can.
No, there's only TV revenue.
Think of it now.
Yeah, but no fan's gonna watch it.
No, but
you're just gonna have like the international.
You're thinking the only fans are.
Yeah, you're gonna have the international.
The only fans are the 66 million people in England.
Bro.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's the core fan.
Bro, listen, they're gonna move kickoffs to like 10 a.m. so people in China can watch. They don't care about the 66 million.
Bro, there's a billion people, bro. You think?
Like, what do you think they don't care about the UK? They do the maths. They said
that's what I was thinking because I was like, all right, these guys. Either they're idiots and they haven't thought it through, or they're like, okay, we don't care that much because there's only 66 million people here. There's 300 million in America, 1 billion in China. If we appeal to them, we might have lost the core fan base.
You're losing your core fan base.
My point is, I don't
that's
think
what they tell you not to do as an artist.
Isaac, they are an artist. They're business. They don't care about that shit. They don't care.
Nah, but
yeah.
I mean, basically, I'm happy that it was scrapped.
By the way, I'm not on the side of Perez in terms of like football. I'm just saying like I understand why he would make that decision.
Nah, you mad.
I just think once this like the writing was on the wall from 10 years ago. Football's been shit since then, man. In my opinion.
Yeah, facts.
And that's not just because Fergie left and we've been shit. I'm saying it legit. Like
for me, football would be good again once Arsenal.
Right. Well, listen,
I'm gonna be like, yo.
I don't know. Like
I'm
me,
back in this
moving
game.
forward, I kind of like disengage. I might even start watching it like I watch basketball, just like liking certain players and just liking them in it, and then because basketball, I don't support a specific team. I support LeBron basically. So if LeBron's happy, I'm happy, kind of thing. So it might just be I pick a player and I don't know because it's just like I feel like this has shown maybe not the manager, maybe not the people actually playing, but it shows the people that control the sport don't care about the fans.
Yeah.
So why should I invest so much of my time and my energy into something where they don't care about us? And I've been saying this for time, and they haven't cared about us for.
Bottom line. All I'm trying to say is football is football. Let's just play and we'll watch. That's all I'm trying to say. Football is football. Play ball. I don't care. ESL, 2SL, 3SL, Premier League, Qatar League. Play ball. Let's watch. I don't care about all that shit.
That they had a deal to like more money into the lower leagues as well.
Yeah.
because they're making so much money off of the.
They were saying a lot of stuff in
Bro, I
it.
don't understand.
They're
this,
saying a lot of stuff.
What JP Morgan just threw bare money in it. Like, all right, we'll fund this whole thing. Like, how are you gonna get your money back?
What, from a ESL? Easy.
JP Morgan said
The commercial team. Oh no, they obviously.
But how could they be certain they're gonna make? Bro, so it's not small money. It was like 400 billion or something.
They'll probably make it back in it.
Andy, they'll make it back in a season. In
400 billion
a
dollars.
season.
I don't know if you know how big these numbers are. bro.
Should I tell you what top line of commercial revenue is?
$400 billion. Do
Do you know how much
something like that?
Do you know how much these TV guys
Does
are
JP
making?
even have 400 billion to be pouring into these?
Boy, they must have rented.
Nah,
They
nah,
must
bro,
have
bro,
loaned that
bro,
money
Adi,
from somewhere.
Adi, listen. The commercial side of a franchise sport is big. It's big. A worldwide sport like football with this kind of fan and fan base.
Football's massive. It's bigger
Yeah,
than, bigger
listen,
than all the American.
They do make billions a year. The clubs.
I mean, not the clubs. The clubs don't make that much money. It's the bodies. But now they are the bodies. Do you get what I mean? They are the revenue. They are the TV revenue. They are everything.
Perez must have been vexed, bro. When he saw them leaving the group chat, he must have been vexed, bro.
He was fighting to the last, bro. That shit had 2 teams left. He was like, we're going ahead.
We're doing it.
Perez said,
He just do El Clasico every day.
Yeah.
He said it's still happening.